If you order a fat drag queen from Wish, this is what you get. That's it. That's my joke for the opening of the video. Hello, Champagne Dreamers. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I hope you'll stick around. My name is Janessa, and I am North Dakota's trash queen of glam, geek, and gore. And for today's video, we're being a little wild. You can see the finished look here. We're doing kind of a partial Get Ratchet with me. We're not doing the full face, but we're doing this wild and crazy look where we play with some liquid blush in shades of yellow and orange and do this beautiful gradient eye look as well. So if you want to see all the products and everything that I use to get this look here, then go ahead and stick around because we're getting into it right now. Alright, so this is what we have done so far. This is kind of a mini Get Ratchet with me. I'm kind of experimenting. Let me know if you like this. But I just really wanted to play with some new makeup from Made by Mitchell. So I've got my base done, I've got some contour, I've got the lips done, and I've got some eye primer on. And we're going to do the eyeshadow and then the blush highlighter. For foundation, I used the Flawless IRL. This is from Oma Beauty by Sharon C. This is her Walmart brand. I love this. This is growing on me. I had said a couple of videos back that I didn't like this as much as the regular Oma Beauty. I'm kind of coming around. I think I like it. Then for contour, speaking of Oma Beauty, this is the regular line, and this is the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Stick. I use the contour from this. This is in the shade Honey Honey. The eye primers are two of the basic color bases from P. Louise. This is Yummy Yellow. Yummy Yellow, and this is Cute in Coral. And then for lips, I'm probably going to switch it up later, but you're going to see I'm going to do something at the end that I want to try out to see how it works with this look. Because we're going to be playing with yellow blush, so I just did a nude lip. This is from the Michaela Pot 2 collection. This doesn't have any sort of color name on it, but it's the lip liner and the lipstick, the lighter one, the one that came with the like green flippy kind of gloss, the one that's got like a green shift. So this is the lighter shade from Michaela Pot 2 with Glam Light. And then for the eyes, I am super excited because I want to play with yellow blush, and so what better way to do that than to play with some of the new products I've picked up from Made by Mitchell. We're going to do the eyes with the Where the Mangoes palette from Made by Mitchell, and this has some beautiful orangey, yellow, green, just a beautiful tropical kind of look. I'm very excited to play around with these, especially these tones up here. And then I'm a little nervous because liquid blush is not usually my friend, but I do have 5 of the blushes and the blush lighter from Made by Mitchell. And so we've got these beautiful yellow to orange. I want to create like an ombre blush draping moment. So starting with this dark orange down in the contour and kind of blending it up and just doing like a full blush moment, and then adding a little bit of this Chance of Peach blush lighter to go ahead and sparkle it up. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start with this shade right here, Soft Skin. This is like a fun neon yellow, and then I'm gonna blend that into Summer Sour, this kind of neon tangerine. Now I'm going to go into this shade Ripened, and I'm going to just darken up the outer part and do kind of the full shape and blend that into the kind of tangerine color. And then eventually we'll use some of these darker, plummy sort of colors. Alright, so I'm liking this blend. I don't mind an all matte look sometimes, but I'm usually all about the shimmer. So I'm going to darken the outer corner with this shade Juicy. I might go into a little bit of this Fuchsia Feels just to help it blend if this is too dark. And then I'll decide later, I might add some of Ready to Go, this orange shimmer, just on the lid to give it a little bit of sparkle. Alright, so I'm liking the way this blend is coming together. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to percolate about the orange shimmer shade because I do kind of like the way that this looks, but I think a little sparkle. Maybe I'll bring in some other kind of glitter, but I want to move on to the blush. So we are going to do an ombre blush, and I'm going to start down in the contour with the darkest orange, and then I've got those three then yellowy shades. Let's see how it goes. I am not great with liquid blush. Liquid blush is not my forte. And I'm going to do sort of a bigger, crazier blush draped look. So hopefully this all comes together. If not, I've got tons of other powder blushes that I can use. But I've really stayed away from having any powder. I haven't even done concealer under my eyes because with the blush drape, if it goes big enough, I may not need concealer. I haven't done any powder, any baking, anything like that. And this, I feel like I didn't get too much fallout. So I think the blush is ready to go on. Let's try it. So the darkest orange shade that I have is this one, and this is Mango Daiquiri. This wasn't part of the collection that came out with the palette. This I've had for a while. It was a free gift when I ordered the first palette that I got, the Feet on the Ground palette, which is really good. I'm gonna go ahead and start this a little bit above the contour and just dot some on. And I've got this sponge from Real Techniques. I think this is called like the Ultimate Sponge or something. It's definitely like a looser sponge. Looser? It's more of like a porous sponge, so I don't know. I'm in uncharted territory. We're just gonna see how it goes. right, I'm liking this so far. Now this shade is Ripe Hype, and this is kind of more orange, but like a marigold kind of orange that's starting to turn yellow. So let's start blending this in. Alright, I am really liking this, and I'm liking this sponge. This might help me understand how to do liquid blush. I used one of these with my foundation, and I didn't love it for foundation application. I felt like it was really hard to get it consistent all over, so I would go back to my regular Real techniques. But this, for liquid blush, I feel like I've got new skills that I didn't know I had. Alright, so here's where things are really going to start getting wild. This is the first of the two like yellow shades, and this is appropriately named Yellow Yellow with no W's, which makes me twitch a little bit, but that's fine. So now we're going to start building this up, and I'm going to bring this more onto the cheek because we're going to do like a full go big or go home moment. Look at how the ombre on the cheek looks like the ombre on the eyes! Oh, I'm nerding out over this so hard. Here's where things could really go around the bend, because we've got one more yellow. This is the bright, bright yellow. This is Miami Beach. And we're going to put this on the apples of the cheek, and we're really just going to bring it up. I love that the ombre on the cheek is sort of matching the ombre on the eyes. I'm sort of living for that. And we also do have this blush lighter, which is like a peach. So I have to figure out how I'm going to work this in there, but I'm very excited. So now we have this blush lighter, and this is in a Chance of Peach, and it's got kind of like a duochrome-y. I don't want to put it... I think I'm going to put it right at the corner, and maybe I'll bring in like a gold yellow highlight. But just where kind of this meets here. Maybe to kind of glow that up and make that corner. I think we're going to try that. That's a lot. Let's hope this blends out a little bit. So I like that little bit of glow, but now I think I'm going to bring in a gold highlighter. So this is the Noctilucent palette. from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and I'm going to go into this shade and Lighten, which is kind of a gold, shifty duochrome, and I'm going to try to work that in to bring in some more of that yellow and work it up into where the peach blush is. Blush. Such a dumb word. So this is wild, it's over the top, it's absolutely me. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cut away and I'm going to add some mascara and lashes, and I'm going to figure out something for brows, and then we'll come back and do the finishing touches. Alright, so what I did while we were off camera is I filled in the brows and I just drew them on with a pencil, and then I used the brown shade and the orange shades from the palette to go ahead and fill in the brows, make a little bit of an ombre there. I put a little bit of that tangerine shade underneath here, and then we did some additional highlighting. So I decided to bring in some of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Extreme Frost in Stripper Magic, because this is kind of a gold that's got a green shift. So I did that on my nose, the Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, and then I did that for underbrow highlight. The reason why I wanted to use this one, because it's got that little bit of green, is because now we're going to do the lower lash line. Speaking of lashes, I got a restock on my Glamlite Burger lashes in Double Cheeseburger. These are some of my favorite lashes in the world. That's what I'm wearing. So I am loving this like red to orange to yellow, sunset-y kind of gradient that we have going on. I think it's beautiful, but I want like a little pop of unexpected color. So for the lower lash line, what I'm going to do is I've got this shade right here, which is Off the Coast, and I'm going to bring that underneath. And then to pair the yellow into that teal, I'm going to use one of these green shades. I'm going to play around with them. So there's like Unripened is this color. We've got Planted, which is this really light. This might be too light and too close to the yellow, but we'll see. We've got these greens. I'm going to play with that just to kind of blend. So we'll have the red, orange, yellow, and then we'll just get this little like green to teal moment. It's going to be beautiful. So I'm going to use this shade Mouthwatering. This is the brightest green, and I really want like a nice pop of green as it fades into that yellow. But I love the teal. Alright, so I've gone ahead and added that lower lash line. I love it. I forgot to mention earlier that I had done a little bit of this shadow stick in, oh god, my old eyes. Chaos Theory. This is from About Face. And I'm usually not into like these big like eyeshadow sticks, but I've realized that they actually work pretty well for me. I have trouble getting into the waterline and getting any color. So these big kind of chubby eyeshadow stick pencils do a pretty good job of getting in there. So I re-upped this a little bit more just to get a little bit more of that yellow after I put in the green. So now the last thing we're going to do is a gloss. No, we're not. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So I may switch this out for some of the videos and do like a darker lip, but I thought it could be fun. This is from the MAC Stranger Things collection, and this is the shade Marvelous Max, and it's kind of a swampy yellow, maybe a little bit of a greenish tone to it, and it looks like it might have some glitter. And I thought this over a nude lip just to finish the video could be a lot of fun. of mixed in with the lipstick, and I've got kind of this fun, light mustardy kind of lip going on. I'm going to try to blot this because otherwise, if you see lipstick on my teeth for the rest of this video, we don't have to talk about it. It's fine. Mind your business. But I'm going to try to get rid of a little bit of the goop. All right, so this is pretty much the rest of the look. I'm going to throw some tits on, throw some hair on, get some nails, and we'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look using the Made by Mitchell Where the Mangoes palette and the liquid blush. So let me know down in the comments below, what did you think? Are you a fan of yellow blush? Do you think you might try something like this? Obviously you don't have to go as over the top as I did, but I love this sort of gradient. I think yellow is kind of a wild color, so I was like, why not do a big fun yellow? But I think you could do a more toned down yellow blush and do something really interesting. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If there's any other interesting techniques or any other color combos that you'd like to see me do, if there's any specific products that I've hauled or that I've shown off in other videos that you'd like to see me play around with, let me know. All of that can go down in the comments below. And also let me know what you thought about this like mini Get Ratchet with me, where we didn't do the whole face, we just did the eyes and the cheeks. So let me know what you think down below. While you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified of all future uploads. And sometimes, if you're lucky, especially now during spooky season, you might even get some bonus videos. Ooh, supernatural. And while you're down there, give me that thumbs up. Or if you hate yellow blush, if you think that this is ridiculous, if you're not sure how you feel about this big trailer park hair, you can give me a thumbs down. I will take the engagement either way. The algorithm isn't a picky bitch, and clearly, neither am I. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of my social media will be linked down below in the description box, including a link to my website, The World of Champagne at JanessaJ.com. Thanks so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you this spooky season and all year round. And until I see you again, bye.
Thank you.